Hello everyone and welcome back to our tech channel. Today we are diving into the world of ServiceNow, specifically looking at how to make this powerful platform accessible across different languages. Are you ready to become a localization pro? So let's get started. Firstly, let's talk about what internationalization means in the context of ServiceNow. Simply put, it's the process of designing a software application so it can be adapted to various languages and regions without engineering changes. And the most visible part of this is translating messages. ServiceNow offers an intuitive way to manage translation. You might be familiar with message table, where all the system messages, labels, and choices are stored. This is where our translation journey begins. But how does this translate a message? It's simpler than you think. ServiceNow provides a translation option with the help of plugin for internationalization. So we'll be looking into the plugin, how we can activate it out, and we'll be looking at one of the scenario where we can translate the message into a different language. So let's get started. As you can see on my screen, this is my personal development instance. And first of all, we will be focusing on the plugin. So what you have to do, you can simply, I will use the shortcut from the SNUTs. So I will go with plug, which is a shortcut for plugins, opening the plugin, and we'll wait for it to get loaded. And here we have to first install the internationalization plugin, okay, for the language we want to support. So I've already installed it for Dutch, I guess. Okay. So we'll continue our tutorial with the same. So let's wait till the time it gets loaded. This always takes time. And we are all in to give that time. Okay. Okay. So here we can search for the plugin with the name internationalization. Okay. And you can see there are tons of options for Brazilian, Czech, Dutch, and so on. So we have already enabled for German and Dutch. So it will be readily available. And if you want to add the support for all of the languages, right? So if you scroll down, there will be this entire package with 23 licenses, right? It contains all the things. And this all the things are free. Okay, so you can play around it quite easily. So we have enabled it out, and if we go to the message table now, messages. So now you can see as we have enabled it for Dutch, you can see the language for language context for a lot of messages which are predefined into the system. Okay, like for example, please verify this particular date and time. This is how it looks into the Dutch language. Perfect. So let's get started, and what we'll be doing. Let's go to our favorite, all-time favorite. We will go to the incident table, and we will see what value it's at. Okay. So let's do one thing first. First of all, we will create a new message out. Okay. So let's create a new message in this particular table, and we will give it a name. Key is like a primary identifier, you can say. Okay. So I will give a name key as hi. I hope you are doing great. Okay. And we'll select the language English and we'll pass it on the same. So I will just copy it out. I will paste it out because in the English method, we want the same message, right? And we will save it out. Now let's translate it out, okay, into the Dutch. So what we'll do, I will just go to a new tab, okay, and let's go to Google Translator because I'm not that familiar with the things. Okay, so we'll and or let's open this out. I'm just translating the message which you have typed, okay, because we want to add the same context, and you can do whatever I'm doing for Dutch language, you can do it for all the languages, okay. Of reference, I have just selected this one, and I will just go with English. Come on. Yeah. So, and here we will select the language, in which particular language you want to convert it. I think it's still loading. Internet is working fine. I'm not sure why this. So we will again wait for it to get completed. Why is taking so much of time? Let's try to duplicate it out. Okay. So here, let me add it to English. Come on. Should not be this slow. If I put it over here, doing great. And let's change it out to Dutch. And this is how it looks like. Okay, I'm not pretty sure if it's ideally it should be like. So we have copied this message out, okay, into the Dutch language, and I will move to the fuel screen. And what we'll do, we'll keep the same key, but we'll change the language to Dutch, and we'll paste that message. So basically, what we are trying to do, whenever a person is logged in with the Dutch profile, okay, he will be able to see this particular message out. Okay. For this, it will internally how exactly it would work. If we have given a message, like in for message, okay, if we look for the key, it will match that particular key out into the message table, look for the language, localization language, what is selected for the particular user profile, and provide that message out. Pretty easy. And we can see the difference now. So what we will do, we will do insert and stay. So we'll have both the messages on our queue. So we will go. So we have already added message, and I will just copy this key out because we require this key. Okay. Now we will go to the favorite incident table. Dot last. And here, let's add some simple example only. So we will go configure client script, and we will add two messages. One with the traditional way, and second using the get message type. Okay. So we'll give language change script. I will just add something, some random thing. Okay. And how we always give the message, if I select the type as onload, I want on onload. So how we give the message is like g_form dot get message. Add error message. So for this particular, for traditional, we will be adding error message. So it will be looked in, you can see it into red. And for other thing, we will be adding as info message. So you can differentiate out with blue. Okay. And we give the message like this, right? Every time. I hope you are doing it, right? So whenever the form loads, it will display this message out. So these are conventional legacy method which we use. But what is the drawback for this particular method? For instance, if a person is logged in with a Dutch profile, okay, then also this particular message will be visible to him in English. And if he is not aware about this English language, he is screwed up. So we don't want that. So we'll be using the reference to the message table. So how you can do that? For that, you can add it to the message, first of all, which is how I hope you are doing it. This is a key. Okay, keep it in mind. And then let's add the same way g_form dot add info message. We'll give info message, and we will display the same message out. Okay, but there's a method for this to get the message. If you are working on server side, it will be gs.get message. Okay, but over here it's simply get message. Okay, and In this, we can pass the key. You must be thinking what difference it will make. It will make a difference. So both is on onload script, add in error message because I don't want to focus on that. That was I given it into error. And add info message is the message we want to display. Okay, perfect. And we will save this out. So the client script got inserted. Now let's look into the incident. So if I go to incident, and if you open a record, currently my profile is logged in with the English profile. So let's see how exactly it will look. So if we open it out, any record, okay, because it's on load, no condition added. So ideally, we get two messages. I hope you are doing great. I hope you are doing great. Perfectly fine if a user is using system default language. Now, what I will do, I will just minimize it out and let's log in again. So I will just do login dot do. Okay, because we want to switch the language. How we can switch the language? Whenever you enable the international plugin, you can see the language for which you have right over here in the language section. So you have the preference which language you want to select. So I will Dutch. I will give a name as Admin. Whether I have changed it out or not. Let's see. Or let's admin and I will give the word. So I will log in. It has already started translating it out. Okay, I'm change language. Let's see. So yeah, the things got changed. Okay. Now let's see. Let's go into message first. No, I don't know what we call it as a message. Okay. So I will just go to incident. Fortunately, we have a notice to our help. So we went to incident. Let's open it again. And this time it should show the difference. So wait for the form to load. And now you can see the difference, right? If we go with the traditional way out, okay, it will still show the text, the message into the English language, okay, which we don't want because everything on the instance got changed, right? Each and every word on the instance got changed to the Dutch language. But if we go with the other way out, using the get message and message queue and the internationalization plugin, then you can see the message got dynamically created. And it's not with the one language. You can configure the message in the same way for n number of languages. So this is the advantage of international plugin and get message method. I hope this is clear. So in today's tutorial, we want to focus on this, okay, how the international plugin works and how we can translate the message dynamically, okay, into different languages, okay. So thanks. This is all for today's tutorial. Thanks for joining me today on this internationalization adventure. If you have any questions or experience to share, drop them in the comment below. Don't forget to subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more tech tips and tricks. Till then, stay safe, stay happy, and have a nice day. Thank you.